Hello, I hope that you've seen that I have launched my Live Well 45 challenge. This is a consistency challenge. This is 45 days of working on 5 different areas of your life to develop consistency. And I love this because it is, while there's guidelines, there's certain tests we're going to do each week, it is tailor-made for you, because something I've learned over the past 5 years of coaching women is, yes, we want to get healthy. Yes, we want to move our body. Yes, we want to be emotionally healthy. And so often when we go to make change, we want to make big drastic change, and we cannot keep that pace up. And so we end up quitting. If that sounds like you totally need this challenge, because we're going to make some small incremental changes that you're going to be able to actually adapt into your life, and it's going to build confidence because you have learned how to be consistent in an area that you really want to see change in. And so to tell you a little bit more about what 5 areas we're going to be focusing on. Okay, so starting off, each day we're going to move our body for 45 minutes. I'm not saying it has to be a 45-minute workout. I'll go into more detail about that later. But you're going to move your body for 45 minutes. Don't let that overwhelm you. We're also going to journal every day. And I'm going to teach you what journaling is, what it's not, how to make it really work for you, because journaling, getting things out of our head and onto paper, is one of the best, most effective ways to process your emotions. And most adults, especially women, we have so many emotions, we have so many thoughts, we have so many feelings, and most people do not know how to process their emotions, and it's holding us back. We're also going to be drinking water. Okay, water is so simple to do. Drinking water is so simple to do. It's also easy not to do. So we want to make this a consistent habit in our lives. And you can tailor-make this for you. I always recommend starting with 8 glasses. If you're already there, work your way up. Then we're also going to read 7 pages each day of a personal development book. I really think this is to seeing growth and change in you. Find an area that you want to improve in your life, or just maybe something you want to learn more about, and read an actual physical book. And then finally, you're going to follow an eating plan. And this is up to you what you want to do. I highly suggest the easier, the better. Don't overcomplicate it. Okay, women tell me all the time, I need to know what to eat. Tell me what to eat. I need to know how much to eat. No, you don't. I'm going to actually I'm going to do a live letter this week about how you really don't want anyone telling you what to do and why it's really not good. You need to own your nutrition for yourself. Now, if you need help, really, if you're I have no clue, of course, I will help you. I love talking nutrition, and I think that we all need to be educated. But when it comes to the day in, day out, you are more than capable, I 100% believe this, of creating a plan that works for you. Start simple. Start with just, I'm going to, have 3 servings of fruits and vegetables each day. I'm going to have 100 grams of protein each day. I'm going to, again, you're going to drink your water. Maybe you cut out sugar. Maybe you cut out, grains or flour or something like that. Maybe you do need to remove some stuff, but I promise you, I will help you find something that works. And again, this is just 45 days. You don't need to, and nor are you going to overhaul your nutrition in 45 days. How I eat now and the diet I have now is based on the last 10, 11, 12 years of changing my nutrition. So I want you to get out of the mindset that you're going to overhaul your nutrition in 4 weeks or 6 weeks or something. Start small. Make one change at a time, 3 servings of fruits and vegetables each day. Once you can do that, you're not going to be hungry for too much more, especially if you're eating plenty of protein. Or start with eating 100 grams of protein. Start small, and it will make big changes. Now, you're probably saying, Jenny, this kind of sounds a lot like 75 hard. You're right. It does sound like 75 hard. And that kind of motivated me, because I attempted a 75 hard. I made it to day 58, and I missed it because of travel. I couldn't get in the workouts, and so I ended up quitting. And that is the program for 75 hard. If you miss a day, you have to start over. Well, that's really discouraging when you get that far along. And I thought, this is such a great tool, especially for women. These are such great things to add to my life. I mean, 2 45-minute workouts a day was too much for me. But I like the premise behind it. And I'm like, how can I do something like this that's not so intense, that's doable, and that actually creates these habits for my own life and for, other women's life? So over the past couple of years, I've been doing these little types of challenge just in my own little world, in my own little head. I love challenging myself. And I'm like, why don't I put this out there in the world and help other women create the same results? Get out of this big shift into minor shifts, and that's where you're going to see big results. And I also think there's something about doing things together. So last year, I joined my friend CJ's program, Sacred Treasures. Shout out to my dear friend CJ. And part of the community, part of something that we do in this community is last year we read through the Bible. And there was something about just being in a group with other women doing the same task. There was no checking in on each other. There was no keeping tabs or giving a report into how you were doing with reading through the Bible. But there's something about community that keeps you going. And I, for the first time ever, completed the whole Bible in 1 year. And it was because I was in community. It kept me motivated. And that's what I want to do with this Live Well 45 challenge, to create a community, because there is a really good chance that there's no one else in your world trying to make these types of changes in their life. And there's something positive to know, like, hey, I'm in this group with other people and they're doing the same difficult, challenging things. And it's powerful. So that is why I want to invite you to be part of the Live Well 45 challenge. We start next Monday. Go find a personal development book, a personal growth book that's probably already on your bookshelf, and just be ready to go next Monday. Message me here, or actually I'll just put a link for you to sign up below. It's $45. It is $1 a day. It is a small investment in something that's going to be so good for you. I promise you, at the end of the 45 days, you're going to be so proud of yourself and all that you've accomplished and all the consistency that you created in your life. And let me tell you, there's something when you give yourself evidence that you can keep your word to yourself and you can do something for 45 days straight, it builds confidence. So the next challenge you have, the next, way you want to up-level your life, you're not going to have that sneaky thought like, oh, I can't do it, because you're going to prove to yourself, you're going to know without a doubt that you can.